Is it lame to change your name just to avoid blame? Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, a.k.a. Shaved Gerbil Head, has announced, that's his name, has announced his company will be rebranding itself Meta. He says it's all about aligning with his virtual reality vision for the future, which he detailed in a 90-minute video this week. We now pause to watch all 90 minutes with no interruptions.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
Oh, yes. He's so completely relatable. Yeah, that's Meta. Like he's never met a fellow human being before. He's as relatable. It's true. He's as relatable as bringing silly string to a funeral. I don't know what he is. He says the new Meta name will better encompass what they do, which is reaching beyond social media. Meta comes from the Greek word meaning beyond. Yes, ladies, I am bilingual. Plus, I speak 2 languages. You can't help but wonder if it's a response to all the bad press Facebook has been getting lately. Alec Baldwin's had a better week. But you know what? We need more of Zuckerberg picking out an outfit.
And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear. All right, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Let's have some more of this crap.
One example that we are seeing take off is fitness. And speaking of that, I think it's time for my workout. A lot of you are already using Quest to stay fit. It lets you work out in some completely new ways. It's kind of like a Peloton, but instead of a bike, you just have your VR headset, and with it, you can do anything from boxing lessons to sword fighting to even dancing.
Even dancing. He reminds me of a sex robot, but without the sex. Kat, is this just proof that he doesn't have any friends?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
That's exactly what it's proof of. Because, you know, he's very, very rich, which you think, you know, you could do something about being like that.
Yes.
Like, I always thought that money could buy more than it really can.
Right.
You know, like, you could get a coach, you'd be like, humans don't do that. But you can't. I just don't understand. Like, he all the money in the world, and you come up with Meta?
Yes.
That's what everybody's come up with after, like, a couple whippets. You know what I mean? Whatever those are.
If I were Metamucil,
that's funny.
If I were Metamucil, I would sue him. You know, Amanda, you are a filmmaker, so let's say, doesn't this remind you of the Michael Crichton movie Disclosure? Do you remember that movie?
Yes, but it's so much creepier than like anything people have so far actually created in order to be creepy. Like the dystopian future of just watching that, I just want out. Like I'm done. I'm out. But the thing that's really weird about it is, like, if these social media companies think that they're going to be moving towards this, like, meta, you know, VR world, they might want to stop, like, just banning people all the time and, like, censoring them, because basically what's going to entice anyone to get into this weird VR world where they're just going to be like, you can come into the VR world and sit here and be quiet.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need, like, I can't connect with anybody anyway, so, like, why would I do this? So, I mean, it's a little crazy.
It's interesting, but if you get canceled in this world...
Do you get canceled in the next? Right, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, nice. I see that. Excellent. Well done.
Yeah.
Speaking of filmmakers.
Yeah, huh? It's all in here. Jimmy?
Zuckerberg is what would happen if the robot from Small Wonder transitioned.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. I agree.
Do you remember Vicky?
Yeah, Vicky
from Small Wonder.
Who doesn't remember Vicky?
It's a deep cut.
Maybe Vicky,
it's a deep cut. What I find so fascinating about this is how, with a straight face, they're not acknowledging why the rebrand is happening. It's happening why? Because the branding is toxic.
Yeah.
There's 2 types of couples that renew their wedding vows. One is they're married 25 or 50 years, they're adorable, their grandkids are there, they want a bunch of pictures. The other is they're married 7, he knocked up a stewardess. And they just want to rebrand and start from scratch, which, by the way, if no one's doing anything on Sunday, my wife and I are getting married. But that's all this is a reset. And what's funny is that they're not acknowledging why the reset is because everyone on the left is mad at them because they didn't, censor conservatives enough.
Right.
So this is the declaration that there's more coming. I hate him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. So, Robbie, you're going to be the benefactor of my theory, which is that this is, if Zucker is creating a simulation, there's going to be a moment in time where in that simulation, you will be able to create another simulation. If you can simulate in the forward direction, what does that tell us about the backward? That right now we're in simulation. Yeah. Because he's creating a simulation. Inside that's a simulation. Simulation's all the way down. I am not high. I think I do believe I have a stomach flu, which could be making me crazy. But
maybe it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yes.
You're experiencing some kind of
that or diarrhea.
No, it's almost like he's inventing it. I'm listening to him describe, here's how you'll do fitness and change clothes. Are you pivoting to real life?
Yeah.
Are you just, inventing the opposite of social media?
Yeah.
Just, going about your day?
That's true. He's coming around to go outside.
That's how I'll change clothes. I know how to do that already.
But it is funny that, just like Jimmy said, Republicans, Democrats, everyone, Biden, Trump, everyone, every political figure mad at this company, wants to regulate it out of existence. And I'm just thinking, why? It's done. It is over. It's a dying star. It will never command.
You think it's done?
It will never command the political, social, and cultural relevance that it commanded 3 years ago. And VR might be the future. This guy's not going to invent it. It's going to be some other company. His company's done.
Interesting. All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.